So I was building a train rig the other day, and I've built train rigs in the past, but I always encountered the same issues where I'd have the wheels on the carriages kind of sliding around a bit, or each of the carriages would kind of just move independently along the track, just float along rather than moving relative to the other carriages around them, which would mean like the links between the carriages would kind of float around as well, and it never really yielded the results that I was really after. So this time I decided to try and really refine the rig, make it as robust as possible, so I could try and yield something that looked physically plausible. And what he ended up with is what's demonstrated in this little animation here with this little toy train set. So I've got this little toy train at the front here pulling these long carriages along this long winding track. And as you can see, the wheels on the carriages are nicely locked in place on the track, as well as the links between the carriages being nicely locked in place. So it does look as if the train's actually pulling these carriages along the track rather than all the carriages just kind of floating along. I was quite impressed with the results, to be honest. So I thought, you know what, this is something worth sharing. So I ended up making this series. Now, in regards to the series, I've tried to make it as beginner friendly as possible. However, the difficulty does ramp up quite a bit on part 3 and especially part 5. However, I will be going through everything step by step, so even if you don't really fully understand what's going on, you should still be able to replicate the rig that's being used in this demonstration here. Now, I'm not going to be going over the visual aesthetic of this little toy train set here, so you won't be dealing with toy trains or snow or trees or anything like that. I'll be using placeholder geometry throughout the series, just because that way, once you've built the rig, you can replace the geometry with whatever geometry you want to replace it with, and go from there. And the other thing is, you don't need to limit yourself to making train sets with this rig either. In fact, I actually used the train set rig to create the piston motion on the wheels of this little train here. So, think outside the box if you want. There's lots of valuable bits of information scattered throughout this series which can be applied beyond the scope of this video. So, keep an open mind as you're learning throughout this series. If you're struggling with anything at any point, please let me know in the comments on the videos as to which bits you're struggling with. And if you have any other comments, whether it's to do with the content or video quality or anything else, just please let me know, because then that way I can tailor future videos based on your preferences, and I can try and avoid the things that you dislike as well. So works out for everyone. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the series and hope to see you in the next episode.